Today we're here to talk about why Tywin Lannister never remarried after his wife Joanna died, giving birth to Tyrion. Tywin was between like 26 and 30 when his wife died, and for a man obsessed with legacy, power, and the future of his house, the question is, why did he never take another wife? Today I'm going to dive in to some reasons why I think he may not have taken another wife, and then give you the real reason I think he never took a wife. Sit back and enjoy the video. Unlike most political marriages in Westeros, Tywin truly loved Joanna Lannister. George R.R. Martin confirmed as much. He said that Joanna's death didn't just sadden Tywin, but it actually shattered him. Basically, replacing her was not just unthinkable, but it was impossible. And I'm going to break down my thoughts when it comes to this next part: his pride, control, and his legacy. Tywin, he valued order, he valued control, and valued the Lannister legacy above all else. In a new marriage, that brought in complications. That means new in-laws, new political obligations, potential rival heirs, conflicting with Jaime and Cersei, and a loss of absolute control over the family line. Now, this is where I think this theory kind of gets its legs taken out from underneath them. It's where it runs into our first kerfuffle of this video. So let's just take who Tywin is. He's the Lord of Casterly Rock. He is the Warden of the West, yada yada. In a situation like this, I believe that a lord would probably just marry a daughter of one of his bannermen to strengthen the ties with that bannerman. But in the case of Tywin, because of this whole Reigns of Castamere thing, I believe all of his bannermen think that they're one breath away from getting their entire bloodline wiped out. So in reality, he really doesn't have to strengthen ties with any of his own men. Next guess, closest even, would maybe be House Tully. I don't think they have many ladies for Tywin to marry. Plus, that would kind of put Tywin... this would probably hurt him. He would be peaceful with the North, because between the Tullys and the North, that's probably the strongest alliance, and then you would have another strong alliance between the Tullys and the Lannisters. So I don't think Tywin would do that to himself, which kind of falls into that whole, what was it, the order, control. He couldn't control that situation. He's not going to go to the Eyrie. He's not going to go do anything with House Aaron or over there. I definitely don't think he's going to go to Dorne, because if we're being honest, that whole, the mountain and some of Tywin's men graping and killing one of their pride and joys. Yeah, I don't think they're going to even think about that for a second. The Baratheons, I don't think he's going to want to double dip. Because at the end of the day, the legacy is passed on from Tywin to Jaime. I think Tywin is smart enough. I'm going to go off on a tangent here. I think Tywin is smart enough to know that at some point he was going to lure Jaime away from the Kingsguard. In the TV show he did. It is what it is. So his line more than likely would have been safe with Jaime. So he's not going to go headfirst into any of the Stormland houses, because he doesn't need to. I have one pick that I think would be a good pick. The show kind of ruined it. I think the books ruined it as well, but this happened so long ago. He maybe could have jumped in bed with Marjorie Tyrell and done the whole thing. I don't think Lady Olenna would have approved of that or appreciated that, but they were already on acceptable terms with the Reach, with House Tyrell. So that one could have worked if Lady Olenna would have let it. I genuinely think that's the only option if this was to even go through in the main storyline. Could he have gotten married 20 years, before I'm talking about this? Yes, that's different women, who knows, but in the current timeline, that's the only one I think of. He's definitely sure as shit not going to go to House Stark or anyone from the North, because personally I think Tywin believes that everyone in the North is beneath him. So yeah, that just leaves that, basically. So the next thing we move to is, there's probably like 2 or 3 that I'm going to talk about. This is number 2, is what happened with Tyrion's birth. So Joanna died bringing Tyrion into the world, and Tywin never stopped blaming him. After her death, Tywin stopped being a husband, and he became, it's going to sound terrible, but like a weapon, shaped entirely by grief and like duty. He wasn't doing much else. There wasn't room in his heart for love after what just happened, so he shaped himself into, honestly, what we see in the TV show. Again, because he loved Joanna so much, this could be another option, is that no one actually measured up to her, which made Tywin's standards sky high. So no woman could match her in beauty, intelligence, poise, and she simply wasn't worth or worthy of being Lady Lannister. I believe it said somewhere, I've done way too much research for this, that basically Tywin was Hand of the King. He was in King's Landing. He was Tywin Lannister. Everyone respected that, everyone feared him, but when he went home, Joanna was the Lord of Casterly Rock, which kind of just shows that that was the one person that softened him, and I don't think there's another one to do that. This is going to be one of the last ones that I want to talk about, and it's the whispers of the Mad King and his obsession with Joanna. Some say that he even, did the hippity-dippity with her, and Tywin never forgot that possible shame, and he would never let another woman close enough for anything like that to happen again, to be somewhere where he couldn't protect her and have everything go right. But we've reached the end of this story, my friends. More than likely, in the end, Tywin Lannister, the coldest, most calculating man in Westeros, made the least political decision of his life. He never remarried because he knew he could never replace her. Because losing her broke something inside of him that, even though this happened when he was fairly young, in his 20s, early 30s, that something that broke never healed. Which left him, again, cold. And that's the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. This is a short that I saw many, many moons ago. I decided to make it into a video because I think it deserved more than 30 seconds in a shorts format. But here we are. Tywin Lannister. Why the dude never remarried. Peace.